folks, welcome to PlayBranson, the show where you get to know Branson's entertainers better. I'm your host, Chris Meyer, and today's episode is brought to you by iBranson.com, where you can find the latest Branson show schedules and attraction information. Be sure to go to iBranson.com. On today's show, we have Kristy Adams. She's the Senior Executive Vice President of Sales and Marketing for the Mansion Theater for the Performing Arts. But folks, they have a lot more than just the Mansion Theater. As the Mansion Entertainment Group, they have Mansion Animation, Mansion Sound, Mansion Film and Television, and they just recently announced plans for a new theme park in Oklahoma too. So Kristy's a departure from our normal entertainer guest, but she's very important to bringing entertainers to Branson. Guess what? It's now Ozark Mountain Christmas in Branson, and Ozark Mountain Christmas runs from November 1st to January 7th. What a great time of year to come to Branson. If you're home and haven't made your reservations yet, now's the time to celebrate the Christmas season in Branson. We've got the best Christmas shows, shopping, Christmas light drive-thrus like the Lights of Joy, and over 6.5 million lights at Silver Dollar City. This is the town to visit to get in that Christmas spirit. So come on, make your reservations now. This week is also a very special week in Branson because this is Veterans Week. And we want to welcome all of our veterans to town. Thanks for serving. You know, I love how our shows recognize our veterans, and I'm not sure that really happens anywhere else in the country. Veterans, we appreciate you and we thank you for your service. Folks, if you haven't liked us yet on social media, go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. It's at PlayBranson, or you can find us on Facebook as well. We'll be right back with Kristy Adams from the Mansion Theater for the Performing Arts. Hang tight.
There are so many things to do in Branson. You need help planning and booking all your fun. You need iBranson.com. You can find everything Branson has to offer from your computer, tablet, or cell phone. You can even buy tickets online or talk to one of their friendly Branson travel specialists. There's no sales pitches, no delivery fees, no service fees, and no waiting. It's fast and easy. Find your fun at iBranson.com. Do it all online or call 877-ENTERTAIN. That's 877-368-3782. iBranson.com.
Hey folks, welcome to PlayBranson, and on today's show, for the first time ever, I have Kristy Adams, who is with the Mansion Entertainment Group, and you are the Senior Executive Vice President of Sales and Marketing. I may have not got that right.
It's a long title.
But yeah, well, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So I've known you for a long time.
You have?
And you've been in Branson for a long time, but what I want you to do is tell people like how you got into the entertainment business or to Branson, like just give us your history.
Okay. It's kind of a long story. So I started right out of college for a little company in Kimberling City selling tickets. So I was your ticket seller for a long time. And from there I went to work for Dixie Stampede and kind of worked through the ranks there, worked in their group sales and marketing office. From there went to Titanic, opened the one here in Branson and then the one in Pigeon Forge. And then from there, went to work for Mansion Entertainment Group, and I've been there ever since. Okay,
let's go back to the Titanic, because when you say you helped open it, tell people kind of a little bit about what you did when you were there.
Okay, well, we started in a construction trailer on the parking lot, so it was very basic. We worked with the engineers and the architects. John and Mary Kellogg came in from California. They had a very clear vision. They came in and we established everything pretty much from the ground up. Our ticketing system, our retail system. Their vision was very clear, and they made it 100% their own thing in that area. So we started to market it. It grew into a fantastic business that it is today, and because of that vision, they opened the one in Pigeon Forge and did the same thing all over again.
So you come to Branson right out of college, which I love that because sometimes we don't see that happening as much anymore, and maybe it's just because we're old, right? You know, I don't know.
Right.
But but there were a lot of people, and I don't. What year was it that you started in Branson? Do you remember?
Let's see. I graduated from college in '95, so '95.
Yeah. So I think there was a lot of people in what I call the late '90s, mid '90s that were. Branson was booming. they're like, hey, I'm going to go to Branson and
Yes.
start my career. And you're one of them. Okay, so what happened after the Titanic? Then you went to the where?
Yes, so after Titanic, I did some consulting work for a short period of time, and then Larry Wilhite hired me on at the Mansion. And at that time, we were running the Oak Ridge Boys Theater just right across the street from here and the Mansion at the same time. So we would frequently go back and forth between the theaters and get one artist on stage at one place, get in the car, drive over, and get the other artist on the stage at the other theater. So did that for about 5 years, and then we sold the Oak Ridge Boys Theater and just ran the Mansion Theater. So we started bringing in acts there. When our concert series isn't going, we're heavily involved. We're almost like a mini convention center. We're heavily involved in the dance competitions, praise festivals, beauty competitions, whatever you would need a stage for, lighting for, we can accommodate at the Mansion. So we started incorporating that kind of business into our model, and that's kept us busy year-round for a long time.
Okay, let's go back to the Oak Ridge Boys Theater. So when you were there, tell people kind of like, are you trying to bring people in to see the Oak Ridge Boys? Like, what are you doing?
Absolutely. So we were marketing to bring people not only from what we call the fishbowl, the people who are already in Branson, but from the outer markets as well. So we were actively involved in a marketing campaign to bring people in from about a 300-mile radius to see the Oak Ridge Boys when they were running their national tour in Branson.
Yeah. I just got to say, I'm kind of disappointed in Mercy for tearing that theater
Yeah,
down.
it was a beautiful theater.
Now it's just a field, and
I
I'm like,
know.
that field serves no purpose, right? And so, and of course, if you guys don't remember this, before it was the Oak Ridge Boys Theater, it was actually the Glenn Campbell Good Time Theater.
Yes,
And
yes.
so,
And forever we had the Glenn Campbell Good Time clocks still in the theater. So even when we took over from Glenn Campbell, we left a lot of that memorabilia there. And when they tore down the theater, we did take the clock.
Yeah.
So we still have that.
Yeah. So yeah, I was sad to see that theater. I'm sad to see any theater torn down in Branson. But if they would have built something, I just don't understand hospitable people. Why would you?
They needed a parking lot. I guess.
They needed a parking lot, but there is no parking lot there. It's just a field,
Yep.
and so now they have to pay for someone to mow it. So the Oak Ridge Boys have just announced like they are retiring.
Sort of.
Sort of. So talk a little bit about what you know about that.
Okay. They announced their farewell tour. So they call it a farewell tour because it's a celebration to their fans, and they're slowing down, but slowing down a lot. So next year in 2024, they are going to take on some dates, but probably only about 20 to 50 dates. And they're used to doing about 260 dates a year. They're on the road a lot.
Yeah.
But they're going to slow down, take on those 20 or 60 dates, and then sort of kind of phase out from there. But they're scaling down a lot. But they won't call it retirement.
They've been doing this for a long time.
This is 50 years of just this group singing together. So the Oak Ridge Boys have been around since 71. So the Oak Ridge Boys name actually came from Oak Ridge, Tennessee. That's how they adopted their name. And they started singing together as a group in 71. And then this group of guys have been together for 50 years, just on their own.
That's crazy. Well, I remember very faintly, but I remember seeing them in Harrison, Arkansas at a theater that that turned into the skating rink that is now the Toyota dealership.
Oh,
and
wow.
so I don't even know what the name of it was, but I remember as a small kid seeing them way back then.
Yeah, they've been singing together forever, and they deserve retirement. It's time. They've been on the road a long time, so I'm sure they want to spend time with their families. Now, William Lee Golden, he has a group called the Goldens. He sings with all of his sons. He will go on. He will still perform with that as well. So I think you'll see them still popping up around from time to time.
So the question is, are you going to be able to get them for any of those dates
I
next
hope
year?
So we're talking to them about one date. Of course, there's a lot of obstacles on the way. They're only taking a few dates. So we'll see what happens, but we are trying to get them back for one date so they can play Branson one last time. But I tell people, if you want to see the Oak Ridge Boys and you want to see them at the Mansion Theater, you need to see them this year because that's the only guarantee I have.
Yes, and so folks, we have been telling you on our kind of limited engagement section when we say here's who's coming up in the next couple of months, we've been telling you about all these dates. And so they're really probably performing here more than anywhere else.
Yes, that is correct.
This fall.
Yeah,
So-
we usually have them for about 18 dates. I think this year we have them for 17 or 16 dates. But yeah, they play we call it their home away from home. And they love it here because they're able to sit down off the road for 2 days. They don't have to worry about getting on the bus at night and heading to the next destination. And really, they are like family to us. We've been around them so long. They're comfortable backstage. People can walk around. They don't bother them. And they can just be themselves here in Branson. And frequently you'll see William Lee walking up and down the strip.
Yeah.
So,
So that is very cool. We're going to stop right here. We'll come back in just a minute to talk more with Kristy Adams. Going to Branson for some relaxation and fun? You've got to stay with Branson's award-winning hotel family, Meyer Hotels. Meyer Hotels features 5 hotels in Branson with the best locations for your trip. Choose from brands you know and trust, like the Holiday Inn Express on Green Mountain Drive, the Best Western Music Capital Inn, the Best Western Centerpoint Inn, Comfort Inn at Thousand Hills, and the Comfort Inn and Suites. Enjoy refreshing indoor pools and hot tubs. Do you like free? How about a free hot breakfast each morning? Free vacation planning services, and of course, smiles are always free. Want even more value? Go to MeyerHospitality.com and join our e-club to save 15% off your next stay and check out incredible deals with our vacation packages. Call 1-877-FUN-STAY to book Branson's award-winning hotels or visit MeyerHospitality.com. It's your safe choice for award-winning lodging in Branson. MeyerHospitality.com. Hey folks, welcome back to PlayBranson. On today's show, we have Kristy Adams. She is with the Mansion Entertainment Group, and there's just a few more dates that people can come to the theater this year and actually see the Oak Ridge Boys.
That's right. They've announced their farewell tour, and the last 2 dates are November, what are they?
Oh gosh, here, we'll just pull it over
We
here.
forgot.
There we go.
The
It's
14th and
the 15th and
the
16th.
15th and 16th.
Yep.
So they'll be there. That's a Wednesday and Thursday always for them. It's an 8 o'clock show, and this is the time to see them because it is their farewell tour. I'm not sure if they'll be in Branson next year. So.
Yeah. So you guys have primarily had a formula over there where you load up more of your shows in the fall, and so you're doing more limited engagements really than anybody else in town.
Yeah, that's really all we do. We haven't had a day in, day out show in years, really since the Promise days. So we've done concert series primarily since probably about 10 years now.
So any idea when like the 2024 schedule comes out, and are you looking at new people, some of the same people? Can you give us anything?
I can give you a little. So we always look at the same people. So we always have our standard, what we call legendary country entertainment, the Gene Watsons, the Bellamy Brothers, the Gatlin Brothers. Used to be the Oak Ridge Boys. We're going to shoot for one date in 2024 if we can get it. But some of the newer acts like Home Free, the a cappella group, and things like that, we bring those in sporadically throughout the year, and we'll be aiming for a few of those as well. Yeah. So with the Oak Ridge Boys being gone, that leaves a lot of open dates for us to fill. So we'll be reaching out.
So you're going to try and fill those with potentially other entertainers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So let's talk about your bigger company, because like you guys just had a big announcement.
We did.
That was huge. And so maybe someone's watching, they have no clue what we're talking about. So tell people what your company just announced.
Sure. So our company just announced that we're building a theme park in Bonita, Oklahoma. So the theme park's name is American Heartland Theme Park. It will be adjacent to Three Ponies RV Park and Campground, which will be the largest campground also in Oklahoma, and maybe even several states surrounding Oklahoma. Yeah. So it's slated to open first in 2025, probably the fall of 2025. It has 750 RV pull-through spots.
That's a lot of RVs.
Pull-through spots too. So those are the big spots. 350 cabins that people can rent. It will open in 2 phases. It has a dinner show, an amphitheater, pools, dog parks, a lot of amenities. So it's not your typical campground. It's an RV resort. That will open first. It will help to house our construction people that we need to build the theme park. And the theme park is slated to open in 2006.
No, 26.
2026.
Oh, we're way past
Don't back
06.
it up. We don't need any backups. Yeah.
So They in the press releases it was $2 billion.
That is correct.
In Veneta, Oklahoma. Now, if you've been to Veneta, there's not a lot there.
There's not a lot around Veneta, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
In fact, if you blink, you'll probably miss it. So it's about an hour from Tulsa, Oklahoma, so it's maybe 45 minutes outside of Joplin, but it's right in that sweet spot along Route 66. So Route 66 is scheduled to have their centennial, bicentennial or centennial celebration in 2026. So we're hoping to open the park alongside of that and get a lot of noise for
So you've got a
Route
lot
66.
to do in a short amount of time.
Yeah, a lot to do in a short.
Yeah, and so folks, I went to the website, and there's a big long list of people working on this. A lot of them are all former Disney people.
That's correct.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, there's 500 plus years of Disney experience on the team. So we call that our Meg development team. They're solely responsible for the theme park. They focus 100% of the time on the theme park, bringing in the rides and all of that. They're quite an experienced team. They're impressive.
And what role are you playing in all of this?
So overall, I play a little bit of everything like normal. But so for right now, we just oversee the project. We have a project manager. We meet with them on a weekly, bi-weekly basis just to kind of figure out what's going on. I do travel down to Veneta, Oklahoma. I'm the face on the ground, so I'm handing out T-shirts and doing all the things that we do to make everybody like us in Veneta.
Well, it's almost surreal when you think about it.
It is.
And like the press coverage that you got was really, I mean, it was all over the United States. It was huge.
We ranked, we were trending number 5 on Google nationwide, or internationally actually, for about 5 days. So we kept going number 5, number 7, number 5, number 7, but it was surreal because I mean, here you have this little town, a theme park. Why are you building a theme park? Well, Gene had a vision. So Gene Bicknell's our owner, and he has a vision, and it's a very big vision for that park.
I kind of wish he would have built it in Branson here, but he chose Oklahoma.
We have a great theme park here in Branson, so we have Silver Dollar City.
We can have more. I mean, just like Orlando has. Look how many. Orlando has a lot, and in fact, they're building another Universal in Orlando right now, another theme park. So.
I saw that. It's geared mostly to kids, that one, but I think it'll be a fantastic park as well.
Yeah. So you've got to be a part of a lot of unique things.
I have.
And did you ever think that when you first started in Branson?
No, I did not. I did not, really. When I first started in Branson, I was a salesperson. I was just part of a team. You know how Branson used to be in the 90s. We were just a group of people going around, and we all did a really good job of just promoting everything in Branson. We were all a team. We promoted all of the businesses in Branson. And throughout the years, that changed. That model changed a little bit. We had new people coming in, like you called us the old crew earlier. We are the old crew, but the old mentality that we had as that crew is gone. Yeah. So it's kind of fun to see all of these things develop and to step into different roles and really do what I love to do. I really, when I left Titanic, I didn't think I would work for another business in Branson. I thought I would go on to do something else, but I'm really happy with my role now.
Yeah. So if somebody wanted to rent your theater out, that is part of your business model where they could come and they could do that. And you do that a lot today. We do that a lot today.
So our main focus is anything that you would see at a convention center. So praise festivals are huge for us. And in the past, we've just been a rental venue for those people, but now we're actually doing the marketing for them. We're doing the ticketing for them. Okay. We're kind of a one-stop shop. We used to just be a venue and a vessel for them to bring everything in, but now we do production for them. We do planning for them. We do some of the we do all of the ticketing for them. We do some of the marketing for them. So we've really developed into a full-fledged, well-rounded company that can handle anything.
I want to talk about, besides the theater, you guys also have a recording studio. You're doing animation. You're doing a whole bunch of other stuff too. So
we did.
Quickly, let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay. So last year we invested $3 million into Mansion Sound, which is our studio.
$3 million. You hear that? $3 million. That's a lot of money.
We have the largest 96-channel dual fusion board anywhere in the entire world, down in the studio in the Mansion. So there's 2 online to be ordered right now. One is ordered by Stevie Wonder, and the other one was Dre, the rapper. So those 2 are in order now, but they're not in place. So we still hold that title for right now. So, but we're hoping to run the studio for animation, film and television. We have those companies as well. So we have Mansion Animation, Mansion Film and Television, Mansion Production, and Mansion Sound as well. So the idea behind it is that we can record in Atmos, and only 5 or 7 studios in the whole world can record in Dolby Atmos.
So that just means it's really awesome.
It's really awesome. And I can't tell you all the technical terms that it involves, but a lot of movie studios, they want to dub their current, they want to render those into Atmos. Okay. So we can do that there in the studio right here in Branson, Missouri.
Yeah. So folks, sometimes you think there's nothing going on at a theater there. I can tell you there's secret stuff going on in the background,
There's
right?
secret stuff always going on at the
Because
Mansion.
we've had some big entertainers that have come to Branson that have used your studio.
Yes, absolutely.
Can you drop any names or not?
Well, I mean, not specifically.
Okay.
Like if the Oak Ridge Boys were coming in and they needed to film a commercial, or they were going to be part of a video or whatever, we take them down into that area so that they get the highest quality. And they've used that on the road and in other places as well. We've had people come in and do full albums down there, but they do keep all of that pretty confidential.
Yeah, so it's secret. It's secret. Now, here's a little bit of trivia. The theater was originally built for who?
Wayne Newton.
Wayne Newton, that's right. Wayne Newton. In fact, they used to have, in the carpet, there was little WNs and a little horse design. Now, if you didn't know that, you might not even look at it, but that carpet no longer exists. You got new carpets. So.
Yeah, we have new carpet in the theater. There's a few areas in the back of the house that still have that original Wayne Newton carpet. But we actually had to be very careful when we took that carpet out because people were taking it out of the dumpster.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, they were all after the Wayne Newton carpet. And that's why the 3 horses are in the front. So a lot of people always wonder, why are the horses out front? Wayne Newton, he had Arabians, so those stallions out front are from the Wayne Newton Theater.
Now, right next to the theater is the Shrine to the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
And people can come visit that, use that. Can you tell us anything about that?
Yes, absolutely. So it's completely free. Right now it's open by appointment only. At the end of the year, we'll go back to a regular schedule for the shrine, but that was Gene and Rita's vision. Gene and Rita are the original owners and the founders of the shrine and the mansion. And Gene Bicknell just had a vision. He wanted a place where people could come and reflect and relax. It's non-denominational. It's about 80 seats in the chapel. And it's beautiful inside. It's built out of a blue stone that's mined in only one place in New York.
Wow.
So it's very unique and it's very surreal. It's very relaxing if you go down there. We do weddings, military ceremonies, whatever we have church service down there.
There you go, folks. See, there's something else right there. And sometimes I think people don't think of that, especially for like weddings and even veterans type services. So I did want to make sure we mentioned that.
Yeah, it's an awesome facility.
What have I missed today? What else do you want to talk about? Did we catch it all?
I know, we've covered a lot. Just that the mansion is well-rounded. So we are a blank slate. We operate, nothing is a no. So we think really out of the box all of the time. So when people are coming to town and they think, I wonder if that would work, it'll probably work at the mansion.
Okay, so if you have your own event that you want to put on, you might call Kristy up and talk to her about that. But they also will, in this year, they got a few more shows left, but then going into 2024, they will have new shows and they'll announce those schedules. You can go to your website and check it out. What is the website?
The website is themansiontheater.com, and if you scroll all the way to the bottom, the 2024 is already starting to go up. So as we sign contracts, that's where we'll announce our new artist first.
Okay. Folks, we'll be back in just a second to wrap the show up.
There are so many things to do in Branson. You need help planning and booking all your fun. You need iBranson.com. You can find everything Branson has to offer from your computer, tablet, or cell phone. You can even buy tickets online or talk to one of their friendly Branson travel specialists. There's no sales pitches, no delivery fees, no service fees, and no waiting. It's fast and easy. Find your fun at iBranson.com. Do it all online or call 877-ENTERTAIN. That's 877-368-3782. iBranson.com.
Hey folks, welcome back to PlayBranson. Our guest this week was Kristy Adams with the Mansion Theater for the Performing Arts. It was great talking to her. Next week's artist is Jay Osmond. First time he's been on the show, so we're excited to hear what he's up to and look forward to talking to him. Now here's the deal. If you're watching the show and you're sitting at home and you need help planning your Branson vacation, be sure to go to iBranson.com or call 1-877-ENTERTAIN. You can find the latest show schedules, attractions, and lodging options on iBranson.com. You can catch our new episodes of PlayBranson each week at 8 p.m. on the Vacation Channel. That's Channel 6 on Optimum Cable or 36-1 if you watch by antenna. They show our other episodes throughout the day as well. And you can also find us on social media, Facebook or YouTube. Be sure to check us out there, or you can also find us on PlayBranson.com. Thanks for watching PlayBranson, Branson's entertainment show. We'll see you next week.